Yo YouTube, what's going on? It's Highmma, and today we are here to discuss the MMA gym that is currently taking over the UFC. That's right, there happens to be a certain gym located in Brazil that we're going to be talking about today that is offering some of the hottest prospects in the UFC right now. And we're all familiar with the prospects, but it seems that a lot of people don't realize they're all coming from the same fucking spot, man. So today I'm going to be taking some time to acknowledge this gym, speak about it, speak about the fighters it's producing, and how much they're tearing up the UFC right now. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, the home of a lot of good UFC fighters, by the way. Some of the greatest of all time have come from Brazil, Sao Paulo specifically. But Sao Paulo is home to the Fighting Nerds MMA gym, and it has got some absolute killers in it. You've got the likes of Gene Silva, Caio Baralho, sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, I feel like I am. You've got Carlos Prates that's fighting this weekend against Li Jingliang, and you also have Mauricio Ruffi, who seems to be flying under the radar, so I'm going to put you all onto him today. First up though, we are going to be speaking about Carlos Prates. I thought it'd be best to start off with him, seeing as he's fighting this weekend against Li Jingliang, the Leech. Such a shit nickname, it just makes him sound weak and that he sucks stuff. Speaking of sucking stuff, Prates is a big fan of cigarettes. If you take a little look online, there's loads of videos where he's just chilling, smoking a little cigarette. And this guy is just fucking based, man. I mean, he's a Finnish machine. He's on a 3-fight winning streak in the UFC. They've all been finishes. This guy has not lost an MMA match since 2019. He is looking super good, and I think he is going to beat Li Jingliang this weekend. I think we're going to see a dominant striking match up until about midway through the second round, where I can see Carlos knocking out Li Jingliang with a left hand. Count on it, man, because I really think he can find that finish this weekend. Because not only is he on that 3-fight finish streak, you also have to look at the fact of how well the other fighters from Fighting Nerds are doing. I mean, even other than the ones that I've mentioned in this video, there's some really good female fighters coming out of there. There's some good fighters that are in other promotions other than the UFC. They've got some killers there, man. They're training amongst killers. They are so fucking good in that gym. Now, speaking of someone else who is super, super good from that gym, we are going to be talking about Gene Silva, a crazy prospect in the lightweight division right now. He beat Drew Dober, nowhere near a bad fighter at all. He's had some good wins. And Charles Jourdain in the space of 2 weeks, and he made it look dominant. One of them was a doctor stoppage, one of them was a finish, and he looked great in both. And the thing about Gene Silva is, it isn't just the amazing stand-up. He also has a really good ground game. He has a super strong guillotine in his arsenal, and he's just looking so good in that division right now. I don't actually know when the last time Gene Silva lost was. As far as I'm aware, it was a long fucking time ago. And I think that after, you know, his last win and the fact that they were in just such close succession, I mean, 2 fights in 2 weeks, amazing. I think we need to throw him a bone. Well, I say we. I think the UFC needs to throw him a bone. I think they need to throw him another hot prospect for him to take out to really put himself on the map. Because you've got the, you know, say, Paddy the Baddy just broke into the rankings. You got Bobby Green lying around. And someone else who I really want to see him fight is Joel Alvarez. You saw him fight on the last pay-per-view. He looked super good. He called out Bobby Green. How about a real challenge, man? Try calling out Gene Silva, because this guy is a fucking problem in the lightweight division. You've heard it here first. Now, there's not too much more I could say about the main man himself, Gene Silva. So I'm going to carry on. And next up, we are going to be talking about Caio Baralho. This guy is looking fucking good, man. In his last fight, he got that finish over Paul Craig, made it look fucking easy, and he's also got a couple other names that are pretty good on his record. He's beaten Abus Magomedov, yeah, you'll know him, he's the guy that Sean Strickland managed to finish with his pillow hands, and he's also beaten Petrosian, who has a win over Gregory Rodriguez and Christian Leroy Dunkel. Leroy Dunkel? What the fuck is that, man? I'm trying to say Christian Leroy Duncan. Yeah, He beat them two motherfuckers fought not too long ago, and Gregory Rodriguez won. That was a fight where a lot of people were picking CLD. That was UFC 304. Yeah, well, Caio Borralho has beat Petrosian that's beaten both. And I'm not trying to do MMA math, but I would pick Caio Borralho against them both. And he's fighting Jared Cannonier next. That's right, the killer gorilla. I think he's going to beat him by third round TKO, man. I've wrote it down here on my notes, and I think I'm completely right. I think Borralho is a danger in the middleweight division. I think he's going to take out a lot of people on his way up. This is a danger, man. These fighting nerds, I don't know what the fuck they're fucking doing over there at that fighting nerds gym, but they're just built different. You heard Bedtime talking about in his video today. They've got the fucking fighting nerd plot armor. It sounds like bullshit. There must be fucking something, man. What are they putting in the water there? Because they're all killers, man. We're not even done talking about all of my picks for today, and we're already getting this passionate about it. Because these are some killers, man, and they are gonna be problems in each weight class. Look, you've got Prates, who's fighting in welterweight. You've got Gene Silva that's fighting in lightweight, and you've got Caio Borralho who's fighting in middleweight. I mean, they're all in different divisions that you could dominate their division. I think Gene Silva could go on a Tony Ferguson type run and actually finish it. I mean, he's still got time to be beating up some of these motherfuckers, man. I don't think there's a lot of people in the rankings that are going to be able to beat Gene Silva realistically. Same goes for Borralho, because there are some people in that middleweight division, like, I think he's smoked Paulo Costa. I think that should be a fight that they do after the Killer Gorilla. I think they should match him up against Costa. Throw him Costa. Maybe even throw him... I mean, if you were to push him up the rankings super fast, not that I think they should do this, but a possibility might even be the loser of Whitaker and... who's he fighting? Chimaev. Like, that could be a cool fight. Chimaev versus Borralho would be such a sick fight. I would love to see that. You know, there's tons of fights that could be good. Borralho versus Magomedov. The options are endless, viewers. Trust me when I'm telling you, fighting nerds are going to take over. We might not see... we're going to see at least a champion out of that gym. There's one fucking prediction for you there. But I'm telling you, this gym is producing future #1 contenders. Future fucking prospect enders. Future career enders of fighters, bro. Trust me. Now, let's stop yapping. Let's speak about our final fighter chosen for today. We're going to be talking about... Finally, we are going to be discussing Maurizio Ruffi. This is the fighter that I think I'm most excited about out of all of them. He's got an 100% finish rate, bro. His first official win in the UFC was by a flying knee. This guy is a beast. He's a fucking beast. Bro, the whole fucking gym of beast. He's only 28. This guy is going to be a fucking problem, bro. And there isn't really too much I can tell you about him. But 100% finish rate, only lost once. Come on, man. You can't tell me this gym isn't the fucking meta. I'm surprised more people aren't actually pointing out, yo, fighting nerds is the fucking spot. Like, you know, all of these fights, the only thing I could say about all of these fighters is I haven't seen too much groundwork from them. But that's only the ones I've seen. There's so many that are coming out of there that I've not seen. This gym looks fucking amazing, man. I'm very, very impressed. And I would also like to say, any fighters that might not have as much fucking publicity fighting out of fighting nerds, if you see this video, please do reach out. I'd love to do an interview, anything like that, because the gym looks fucking sick, man. If I was in Sao Paulo, Brazil, I'd be wanting to check it out and reach out to the fighters because they all seem super cool. They all seem cool in the interviews and shit. I'm liking everything I'm seeing from them. I want to see Maurizio Ruffi work his way up in the UFC. I want to see them all work the way up in the UFC. Highmma is supporting the fighting nerds. I'm fucking one of you guys, bro. Let's fucking go. Let's get this shit. But that is going to be the end of today's video, my boys. I'm going to thank you all for watching. I'm going to say have a good evening. But you know what else I'm going to say? You don't have to like and you do not have to subscribe. Do what the fuck you want, man. Leave a little dislike. How about that one? Yeah, switching it up, motherfuckers. But have a good night and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Peace.